Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Do you have a lawyer today?
She just reached back to me this morning, so she told me she's gonna contact me this evening when she get done with court.
Hired her?
I just got in touch with her. Like, I've been reaching out to her, but she just responded.
Okay. Do you want more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Head on over to Victoria. We'll give you more time. Hi, Ray.
I just sent you an email on that. Danielle. Yeah. We had addressed it before. Yeah, it was, you sent him to get a drug test on the first BVR. And then it came back positive for opioids, I think. And they said they wanted to send it to a lab. I provided a list of the medications. And then they submitted that second BVR with all that stuff and saying that he did provide his list of medications.
For who?
Janelle.
Oh, the Montanel?
Yes. Yes.
Is it Montanel?
Yeah. Montanel's master.
Yeah, so we were waiting for the lab results to come back and they have come back.
We knew there was a.
We'll pause here. That term, presumptive positive, might sound final, but it's not. In drug testing, that just means the initial result was flagged, not confirmed. Why does that matter? Because if someone's prescribed medication can trigger a false positive, the court could be punishing them unfairly. Is that justice or just science gone wrong?
Presumptive positive.
Is the presumptive came back?
Here she's testing positive for alcohol, right?
No. Just opioids. It's a he.
Oh, I was thinking someone else. So one of those that she's taking tests positive for.
I think several of them do. And just a presumptive look at it, when I first looked at it, it was the antipsychotic ones that would give false tests, as far as that's concerned.
Is there just no one at pretrial that can address
None of
this?
us that go.
Not you guys. I know you, but there's no like.
No, we would have to, not even our drug technicians. I reached out to my supervisor regarding it. And to confirm that, we'd have to get someone who's certified or someone from Abraham.
Okay, I'll speak to now then. Let me reply to all you guys and then I'm gonna bring someone else in as well. Let's see. So I'll send this email and we'll just stay in touch and then we'll see what they say.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out to the higher ups to see, hey, do we have any, I mean, I can't believe that we don't have anyone that would be able to.
To say one way or the other.
Right,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm trying to pull up the picture I have, but it won't pull up for some reason. But yeah, there are I think one or two of the medications that he takes can give presumptive false positives.
If that's the case, then of course we're not gonna do it.
Right.
See,
Okay. So do you want to leave them on for Friday or do you want to just hold off?
let's hold off on
Okay.
the original date for now. Let me see what.
See what they come. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
She's already on. She can handle it. Hi. How's it
Happy
going?
Monday?
Yeah. Apparently you sent my client to go pee somewhere.
She don't like to go
I
on
didn't want
call.
to be crass, but that's the fact.
No results of that, Judge. She hasn't provided a sample of that.
We've had a lot of history with her.
I saw that. I got emails on Friday about it.
Had, quite a bit of history.
Third bond violation. I saw that. Do you want me to recite it out of my memory?
That we've had quite a bit of history. Does she not have a prior case with us too? Is this
She's 21. I don't think she does.
No, it's just.
is this the one where there was an issue with a boyfriend and
There is a boyfriend in the car, and the really interesting thing about this is like the police officers did a full felony stop on a DWI with guns drawn, making them get out. It's kind of weird.
capital?
It was really strange. I'm watching it going like,
Capital DWI?
that's what it was. Of course, it was like precinct 4-ish. Everything up there could be a capital in their minds, And so I don't know what you want to do with this, Judge.
Just don't want her using, that's it.
I get you.
That's all I want. I want to ensure that she's not. So,
Judge, and then also we have the ignition interlock that she's not driving, so we're not monitoring her by any means, because she had a portable at first, we had portable violations, so then she revoked. Then she provided proof that she had gotten her vehicle fixed, so we swapped her over to the ignition interlock. The ignition interlock is not being used.
so let's see how it goes today. And then I'm gonna, I'm gonna random her again. So, if she tests positive, then we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, do you want me to wait? I'm perfectly willing to do that.
Go, and then I'll get a hold of you. Or you know what? I don't have your new number. Do you mind?
Yes. Give me my new work number. My old number is still the same.
Oh, is it really? Then, hold on.
You have it for sure.
Yeah, I know. If it's the same one, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's the same.
5-6?
I don't give that out to anybody. That's me. That is me.
Okay, so I'll text you. And then
But do you want me to come back if there's an issue?
you can always Zoom.
Okay,
Zoom.
perfect. I'm gonna go straight to my office.
Go. Hi, Joe. How are you?
I was asked by according to Courtroom Espinosa. This is on the docket, PWI case, clients here. We are still waiting to hear about whether PTI is going to be approved on this.
Everything's in, Judge. We're just waiting to hear back about the approval.
Okay. I guess let's give it a week, Joe.
Okay, sir.
If it's approved, I'll waive, and then we'll sit you off like a couple weeks for you guys to get the contract, get the, portable and all that jazz. If it's denied, it's got to be here so it's.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, for sure. Have fun. Ready?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yeah. What's up?
I am here on Mr. Mark Gurley's case, who's on docket today, Judge, Gurley. And initially, I'll wait till you find it, Your Honor.
Thanks. Girl?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see it.
So initially, I had brought up some concerns that I had with the accuracy of the DIMS report and accuracy of the information that was being alleged within the four corners of the probable cause hearing information, I guess. And so you had set
As
this.
far as probable cause?
Right, yeah, as
You
far
want
as
to
probable.
redo probable cause?
Well, we had heard probable cause, and within the four corners of the DIMS, you had found that there was probable cause for the case to continue. But the issue that I had.
Want to do it again?
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of bringing you up to speed again, Your Honor, because I know it's been a few weeks. So the issue that I had raised at that time was I did not believe that that was accurate. The state had conveyed videos to us about, what the officer had seen from the dash camera perspective. And so I had issues with the accuracy of what was contained within the DIMS. I've spoken to the state this morning, and she said that she's reaching out to the police officer to find out, I guess his side of the story is my understanding. I don't want to speak for the state.
I've watched the camera footage. I just want to speak to the officer before we make any decisions on the case.
The issue.
The issue is that from what I can see, I don't want to get into the facts of the case right now in front of you, Judge, too much, but,
Then don't.
right.
Then don't. Just do what you need to do.
Right.
It's only 25 days old.
Sure.
I just emailed him today. Yeah. I think a
Set it up
regular.
a week.
Yeah.
Is
Sure.
that-
It's a very new case. If I can get maybe a couple of weeks, Judge, I've got.
You can have as much as you want.
Sure.
It's up to you.
Yes, sir.
I guess if you just set it, if you need me to do another probable cause hearing, I'm happy to do it.
Sure.
If there's something that has come to your attention that's not right in the DIMS, I'm happy to hear it and we'll redo probable cause. I'm happy to do it at any time.
And maybe the state's conversation with the officer will clarify all of this and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Okay,
All right. Thank you.
I'll grant it for you.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
Ah,
Good to see you,
it's been
Chloe.
such a long time.
I know, I'm back.
What's new?
I have
Thanks for the warning.
kids. How are your kids?
And maintenance.
How old now? How old?
14,
Oh.
12, 9, 3.
There's 12 or 14 girls?
Well, a boy and a girl. We put them to work.
A real girl?
Girl.
God bless you in every way there is.
She's great.
Your life.
I love it. I'd have more if I had money.
Real girl, it's just you and
She's so sweet. Great.
we've been there. We were 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old girls.
Those was rough for 12.
They're hard.
It's okay.
They come out of it.
Yeah. You can't just give it time, patience, you know?
I have Miss Bookman, who's not on your docket.
Okay.
She was here on Friday and she's hired me on a DWI. And she has 2 trips planned and she has to do UAs. One is out of the country, one is not. How do you handle that?
So typically, if they're out, we have them, if they're in the United States, we have them go to like a quest, wherever they are.
Okay,
They get called on to do
Okay.
this. Get the results you get to us, we're happy.
okay.
If they're out of the country, how long?
She'll be out of the country for 5 days?
So let her,
Puerto Rico?
let her know, her,
Yes, or her.
let her know not to use. She's gonna get tested as soon as she gets back,
Okay.
just so that she knows.
Okay. Okay,
So
Perfect.
just let Alicia know about the dates so that, for the out-of-country ones, so they know not to call.
okay,
And
perfect.
then, yeah,
Will
that's
do.
it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have fun. Hi, Shrey.
2-5.
I'm just here for Mario. He's got Christopher Torres, who is surrendering himself today. I believe papers are filed and everything. But he had, and I'm a little unclear on the details because I wasn't here, but he had brought an AA log that I believe you were gonna, if he had shown you.
Well,
those.
no. I said be creative with what, and I would consider waiving the
Sure.
fee.
And so he's given me an AA log. All right, give it to the court all the time. See it's going. He's gone almost every day. There were some wildfires that he had to be evacuated from. So that's the only day or a couple of days he missed. Torres, and Mario's off picking a jury across the street. Otherwise, he'd be here himself.
The reason I had the problem is because he has a prior intox assault where there's like, and now we have another second.
Understood.
So that's the problem I had. And I was hoping more than just 11 classes.
I understand.
Okay, here, let me give that back to you. Christopher Torres, come up. So, Mr. Venus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Be as much of a help as I can.
On a sentence of 10 years in prison, probated for 10, can that be used on a third degree to enhance to a 15 to life?
If the probation is successfully completed, no. For enhancement purposes. It could be for jurisdictional purposes, to make under 4904 or whatever it is, to make it would count as a previous conviction for those purposes, just like an assault family member, even a deferred adjudication would count to make a second.
My curiosity stems from because with his intox assault, he was sentenced to 10 years, probated for 10 years, and it looks like he may have completed successfully, but it's still a felony conviction, right?
Correct. But it's not, you can't use it to enhance punishment ranges, essentially. It could be a jurisdictional paragraph, but not an enhancement paragraph, if that makes sense.
My concern, Mr. Torres, is you're now pleading guilty to this DWI second. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a third degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox assault conviction to enhance you to.
Listen to that. The judge isn't just sentencing's pleading. He's staring down a repeat DWI offender and warning him this is a turning point. And that bit about 3 people dying this weekend? That's real. This moment isn't about law, it's about lives. Would you take that deal if your future was just 1 drink away from prison time?
An even further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanors, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI. I don't know. But do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had 1 strand of hair for every time, I'd have a nice looking head of hair. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What are we doing?
Oh, let me get
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law, and you give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. It will be there forever. And I'm telling you now, your record, it's not a good thing. You get pulled over, even with the faintest smell of alcohol, you're going to be charged with a felony. Do you understand? I wouldn't, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. So he goes in today?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to waive the fee because you're going into jail now. So I'm not going to tack it on, but stop. Don't kill someone. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads this weekend. This weekend, 3 people died. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 50 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. do not drive until you get a license, and then we'll take him into custody now, and I'm gonna roll your court call so you won't do anything, all right? Okay,
you, Judge.
good luck. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Great to see you, man.
You too, Judge.
So serious.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Morning, Judge.
Hi, Judge. Same old. We're here on Miss Gillis.
Thought I had it open. I closed it. All right. So Judge, she's one out of Pennsylvania for theft by deception, false impression.
False impression.
So this one will be asking for no bond on the extradition because over the course of 6 times, she stole $780,000 from an elderly, and it shows from the hit that she's an international flight risk with a non-American passport.
That's the first time I've heard that, an international flight.
That's what it
flight
shows
risk.
on the
Is
hit.
Interpol involved?
Well, so that's why I was surprised because this was a DHS referral. I was kind of surprised there wasn't a nice hit because she's not a citizen and it shows. So I don't
Want
know.
the bond?
Check.
I want a PR bond.
PR bond. Okay, so let's bring her out, please. Gillis, if you don't mind. Yeah. Joe, you want to talk to me while we wait? Ms. Gillis.
Yes.
Good morning. So your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before, and I have about 5 minutes to get to know who you are, to see whether it would be right to set you a bond. I have no idea what you're charged with, but the problem is that you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction. There's a warrant in some other state, and we got you here. Michigan.
Your Honor, around October 31st, 2023, it's alleged out of Pennsylvania that this now defendant manipulated a bank to over 6 transactions, caused a total loss of $780,000 to an elderly individual from the retirement fund. There has been regarding the affidavit, when speaking with the complainant, states that the checks for the individual were mailed out to her name with the corresponding physical address. On notification from DHS, it shows that she is an international flight risk, and due to those factors, the state would be opposed to a bond for the extradition.
Why would the Department of Homeland Security say that she's an international flight risk?
I'm not sure. I can reach out to them, but obviously if I reach out to them, I can reach out to DHS and ask why. I only get the notification, and so I haven't spoken with an individual. But
What other criminal history does she have?
she does not have any others, just the 6 incidents arising from this affidavit.
I can clarify.
Please.
Possible. I believe they think she's an inherent flight risk because they arrested her at an airport on a connecting flight, which sounds terrible, doesn't it? You're thinking, oh, she's leaving the country.
Really? Was she headed out of the country?
No, really, she was going to Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. She comes back and forth for business. She's got an H1, H2B, something about H visa. And her father is a US citizen. Here's the kicker, Judge. She gave birth January 30th of 2025.
Okay.
She's breastfeeding. So when our lovely county got her, they said, too bad, so sad. She's been in custody for 4 days. They've refused to give her access to a pump. She has asked for a heating pad to do it herself.
Okay, hit pause. This is where courtroom law collides with real-world humanity. An alleged fraud case, yes, but also a mother, breastfeeding, denied access to basic care in custody. Should bond decisions weigh criminal charges more heavily than human dignity? What do you think? Is she a flight risk or a system failure?
They've only given it to her 2 times.
I mean, we'll see about, I'll reach
I
out
just
to
think
medical.
this is
Don't worry about that. I'll reach out to medical.
That
and
is
see what
insane.
Yeah, I know, it
But,
sucks.
Like
And
6
that can
days
have
later, and I'm like, she was clearly arrested with her child, okay? So it's not like she's lying. But I just think because of that, let's add some other things, because that by itself is like, oh, that sucks for you, right? But it's a 2B. It's not like she's a flight risk. It's not like she's a failure to appear. I get that it's like a theft by deception because of some bank mailing thing. She's never given an opportunity to go turn herself in. So I think that considering the fact she's never had an opportunity to turn herself in, this is not where she's just like running the country. She comes here back and forth. Her child is born here. Her father lives here. Connected with the fact that she has some problems going on with her 1-month-old that she's going to have to figure out. I'm asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give her a chance. We've already done her wrong.
Before I give her a PR bond, I would like you to figure out why they're saying that.
With the international flight risk?
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to
Not only that, but you're telling me that she does this all the time. Let me see.
Do you go back and forth? You can tell the
Yes.
judge yourself.
I have a travel visa. I have a visiting visa for the US, which is a 10-year visa, and also have a H2 visa, which is a work visa. I worked in Utah, I work in South Dakota, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Florida for the past 5 to 6 years, back and forth, and I also do
then you should
extensions.
Prove all this.
Yes, I do. The currency office do have my passport with my visa currently stamped in it.
So let's do this. Let's roll it to tomorrow because I don't think it's, wow, is it already 11:30?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So they do have it downstairs in the old.
Tomorrow, I want proof that she does all this international travel routinely, so we know that she's not just trying to take off.
No, sir.
And then I'd like you to reach out to them to see why is she international flight risk. Is it a 2B?
It is.
You know, I'd like to know how they justify saying that, right? Or if you just think because she's on a flight now.
I don't
know.
I only
That's
get,
why.
I'm perfectly willing to call. I'm just obviously aware of making the call to DHS regarding the pending Pennsylvania charge. I don't know what's got the trigger, so. Because she doesn't have an accent right now, but because she's on a visa in
Oh,
terms of what
Judge,
they
this
decided to
is, this is crazy.
So like I said, I'm
Because
willing
then
to,
the ICE is gonna put a hold on her.
that's what I mean, is like, I'm
ICE is
willing.
going to do it regardless.
ICE has not put a
If she-
hold.
No. If she's here with the proper documentation, they're not going to put a hit on her. If she's here with the visas, then there's no reason for her to put a hit.
Judge, they're deporting students nowadays, but hey, that's okay. All right, I'd like to put you on the email with medical about the breast pump. I find that outrageous.
Yes, I will help you with that. Don't worry. But I'm not prepared to set her a bond yet with
Okay,
with Mr. Kim saying the international, and then she's on a flight to Jamaica.
we'll get the proof. I'm gonna have to zoom in tomorrow though, but I'll get it handled.
Sure, of course.
Yes, sure.
How are you, Judge? Good morning.
Good morning.
Still, yes. Judge, I'm here on Jesus Figueroa. It's approaching on a plea. You're on?
Okay, are you ready? Oh, it's a second DWI? Is it a true first?
Is it true first?
Okay, I'm okay with it. Come on. That's why I was, got it. Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Figueroa. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It looks like the state is going to reduce that, take off the enhancement. So now you're facing only 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will now go on your record as of today. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What we're doing today, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do.
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to 3 days in jail, granted you credit for 2. I'm now going to suspend your license. I have to. I'm going to suspend it for the minimum, which is 90 days. From now on, you get pulled over. An officer's going to see this. Even the faintest smell of alcohol, dope, anything, you're going to go down. So don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck. Thanks, Josh.
And we filed a DPS waiver
I'm
search.
going to waive your fines and fees that would normally be $4,500. That's what you would normally owe with a case like this. You pick up a second DWI, it's $6,000. Do you understand?
Yes.
And a minimum of 30 days in jail. Get the clue. All right, good luck.
You can.
Thanks.
Judge, I have another case. Last name is Said, S-A-I-D. I'm here, Attorney Russell Newman is in trial. He wanted me to take care of this case, but he's not present. He's not here today, Judge.
Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it then. He was supposed to go.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Do you know Said? Did he show up?
We got notification that he did not.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it.
Something his father has been in touch with me.
No, he's supposed to be here. This is the second time we've done this. The case,
It's old, yeah.
no, it's 250 days old.
Okay.
He knew it because I admonished him
Right. I
ad
don't know.
nauseum last time. So,
We'll see what we can do with it, Judge.
thanks. 5,002 on both. Is this the
From
one,
last week,
did you
yeah.
get it done?
We did. I just heard we got denied for PTI. Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought it was a good mitigation packet.
Just due to the accident and the details of the driving fast, he was denied.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to set it for trial. Well, actually, I'd like to have a compliance hearing. There's some discovery that is missing. The state brought it to my attention. I'll let the state.
It's so there was multiple agencies on the scene. It appears that we only received discovery from one of the agencies and the other agency did not submit discovery to us. I have watched the footage and I've been able to identify the other officers on scene and I've been in contact with them. I just haven't received the discovery yet.
How long do you think, have you spoken to them or not?
Yes, I've spoken to the,
What did they say? Do they have it?
they would need to look. I think there might be an additional offense report out there and I think there might be an additional body worn camera.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. I'll set it for a compliance hearing on Friday. Subpoena the well,
I mean, you're a judge, if we don't have this by then,
I mean, yeah, because the case is like,
case, right?
you know,
This has been an issue I've seen with this particular agency.
what agency is it?
It's a,
What the flip?
I've seen it where their system goes by offense report number, but sometimes we may have a different offense report number. So then when the body worn camera comes back, it tracks to a different number. There's a way that HPD can pull it up by their own name and badge number, but we don't have access to that. We just pull it up by the offense report number. I've seen it in felony. It's bit me in the behind before when I was in trial where, you just don't know where the body came from.
Okay. I mean, I guess Friday. Blaze, what do you think?
I mean, it's been
261 days.
I think if we are telling the officer, like, you need to have it by then, I'm hoping that lights a fire.
Okay, Friday.
I have a scheduling issue for Friday, Judge.
Zoom in.
I can zoom in. Well, what if he's gonna do a plea? Well, I guess it's, we'll see if it comes.
See if it comes.
Yeah, I think they may dump it.
It's,
Okay.
okay.
Can I waive my client's appearance though? Okay. Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I was here on Friday on two cases, which is Manuel Cooch, COC, and then CUZ.
Yes.
And he's in custody, Judge, but right now he's in the 177.
Okay, we'll roll for tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And then another defendant is Neil White, and he was in custody and being processed on Friday, but it appears he made bond over the weekend, and he's not here, Judge. And he's got a bond violation, Mr. White bond violation report, and the state has filed a motion to revoke and raise. And he didn't check in, Judge.
PR bonds on all these cases.
Neil?
Travis, White is in custody, right?
No.
No, I don't.
It shows that he's in custody.
At you going? You got Neil White? I'm showing bond made.
I'll double check. Yeah, the anthem separate by us. Just to make sure you
I mean, he's supposed to be here for these cases today. I mean, I guess maybe they get him a 7-day setting. I don't know.
And then you need another shirt.
White.
They just had to get the yeah, I just.
So what's probably going to happen is he got a 7-day setting.
He's still holding?
He got, when they bond out, they get 7-day settings normally. Okay. I'm assuming that they probably gave him 7-day settings on everything. What I'd like to do is put him on for Friday. So if you have a good number, please reach out to him and let him know that we're going to put him on docket for Friday.
will, Judge.
He has to be here. Okay.
And the other gentleman carried till tomorrow. Thank you, Judge.
Hey,
I am approaching on an off docket matter.
Okay.
This is for, cause number is 2535421.
Ms. Treadwell.
Ms. Treadwell.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So we are close to getting an agreement. However, I wanted to revisit, Your Honor, on this. Well,
No. I know what you're going to do.
No, Your Honor. It's more so of, we're not trying to get out of inpatient. That's not what she's trying to do. Okay, she's been working with the WHO Santa Maria for the past 2 months now, and they've been sending me all letters and everything. I just had not had a chance to send it to state. They offer the type of facility that you can bring her children. And that is much more so what we would want to do.
I don't know, did they recommend Hue?
They did.
I'm okay with Hue.
So,
From my understanding, Santa Maria is for small children, pregnant, is she pregnant or?
no, but she has a small 3-year-old, and she's 3 years old. And she's 3 years old, autistic. You know, she is.
I'm okay with Hue Santa Maria. I'm
Okay, you're okay with who Santa Maria? Okay, there we go. That's what we do. Okay, all right.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I didn't want to know so fast.
No. I want to make sure that it doesn't, if they're okay with the Santa Maria, I'm okay with it too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good deal.
totally.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Oh, this is what you were asking?
Yes.
It's just,
Michael?
Mr. Anthony Lopez,
Yeah,
it seems like he needs to pay out of pocket 1,500.
okay.
So could we get 30 days, Your Honor?
Once time served.
Yes.
How much do you want?
30 days.
I'm not going to do 30 days. This case is 210 days old. I mean, this should have done a long time ago. I'll give him a couple weeks, but Michael, that's right. So here's the deal. We don't, you got to understand that the business that we're in, we don't trust people, right?
Understand.
We got to have the stuff up front because we've been burned plenty of times. So if that's the route that you want to do, take the time served, you have to pay restitution first. Can you generate the bill if you don't mind? That
Yes,
way
it's
we can-
already generated.
We can give you the bill to you. I will give you 2 weeks. Your case is 210 days old, so I'm not giving you much time. I'll give you 2 weeks. If you've got it paid, great. If you don't, we can do a probation and then you can pay it as while you're going on the probation. So don't stress. If you don't have it, then, don't do anything you shouldn't do, right?
Yes, sir.
At the worst is the worst, we can always do it through a probation, okay? You got 2 weeks.
I can get it done.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then I have Mr. Louis Lemus, Your Honor. We submitted a mitigation packet. Ashley's waiting to see if he has proof for college before she makes a decision. Can I get a week or so?
I mean, all he has to do is get proof of college, right?
Yeah.
Literally,
I
that's
don't-
something that you can just pull up on your phone and email. I'll give you till Monday.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Frazier. Do you have a lawyer today?
So I do not.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
So
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it. What are you doing with yourself these days? Are you working?
yes, sir. Just doing the work.
Okay,
Taking care of my
I'll have
children.
you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it.
Citizen?
Please. Thanks.
I'm gonna give him the sign.
That's been appointed to represent you, Mr. Pruitt. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, if you pick up a new case, if you become a danger to my community, it's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Sir.
I'm not asking much. All I want you to do is be a productive citizen. Do as much as you can to help out everyone and be nice. Do you understand?
Sir, no
Okay. So, Deputy, do you mind getting his cell phone number? Do you have a pen? I need you to write down your cell phone so I can give it to Mr. Pruitt, and then I'll have him reach out to you here momentarily.
Judge House, May 6th through the 8th.
May 6th to the 8th, Carl. Thanks, Deputy.
May the 8th is good.
While you have this lawyer, Mr. Frazier, I will waive your appearance. Is that a 3-2 at the end or is 3-3? 3-2?
You too. Could be 5:32.
Well, he's your lawyer. I'm going to waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court. But you got to stay in touch with him. You understand?
Sure.
Okay, I've texted you the cell phone. We'll have you sign your reset and then you're good to go. Okay, good luck, Mr. Frazier.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, man.
Are you texting it to me or are you putting it in the? chat?
I chatted it to you.
Oh, chatted it. Okay. Good
Yeah,
enough.
so take care. Look at the chat, okay?
Gotcha. Thank you.
Are we doing a plea?
Yes, Judge, but just want to make sure we do waive the DPS fine for Mr. Garza.
Is it a first or is it a second?
First, Judge?
Yeah. But let's get this done because I need to take off.
Yes, Judge. Sorry about that. I was in film.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Mr. Garza, come up with this one?
Can you get the waiver?
Yes, I'll do that right now.
For failure to abide by the bond conditions for continually picking up cases. So we're taking you into custody now. You have the 2 warrants. So he goes with you.